Jada Emperor checking in once again. Y'all already know what time it is. This is going to be a general love reading for the sign of Capricorn. Hello, Capricorn, and welcome. As you can hear, my voice is a little hoarse, so bear with me. We're going to start off with Capricorn singles. If you're Capricorn and you're single, interested in love, sex, romance, and relationships, this is for you. 18 and up, explicit content. What does Capricorn need to know at this time? Please and thank you. Ooh, the Lovers card is already showing itself. So even though you're single, you're in love with someone. Meanwhile, they just hooked on the six. You could be sad. They could be sad. I'm picking up on some sadness. You still have a lot of love to give or pleasure to give. Ain't no love here. Love don't live here. Okay. Fine. All right, love don't live here. Okay. Let's continue to shuffle for Capricorn, getting into the energy. Someone is teasing or holding back on purpose. Thirst trap much. The High Priestess, you're going through spiritual ascensions. You're waking up, spiritual breakthroughs. Even though you're interested in love, sex, romance, and relationship, you're changing, which is probably why you're single. You're going through growth, spiritual changes, or spiritual awakenings. In the recent past, they never loved you anyway. You were bitter or you were emotionally unavailable. But you still have feelings. How they work, it depends on your placements. So you could have water in your chart. But ultimately what it's saying is you were upset, jaded, or bitter because someone cut you off, because you had to cut someone off, or because a relationship failed, or because you don't want to be single. You have a lot of love to give and no one to give it to. If you are entangled or dealing with someone, there could be a blockage or lackage in communication. I was going to say blackage. I was going to say black and lack at the same time. There could be a blackage or blackage. Yeah, block and lack in communication. It's saying if you do get involved, protect yourself. Safe sex is great sex, because you don't want that latex. That I think I'm latex. You're going to end up keeping the sex on lock. Or keeping it on lockdown, because what? You're still caught up on someone from the past. You want what you want, though. You just want what you want, but then you're trying to figure out where you're going to move, where you're going to stay. You don't want to end up homeless. You want to focus on love, but your instability is affecting your love life. Therefore, you can't focus on love or sex because you're worried about where you're going to live, where you're going to stay. What should you do? Or should you even be dealing with this person? It says some good shit's about to happen. Don't let your issues fuck it up. It's advising you to stay home. Like, it's saying your sexual fantasies can come true. An ex is trying to double back, or you could be dealing with an ex. It says focus on home stability and like being a homebody, or like home stability. I don't know how else to say it. Home life. You know how they say work-life balance, home-life balance. Let's move on to them Capricorn couples. If you're a Capricorn and you're in a commitment, a relationship, a marriage, boyfriend, girlfriend, wifey, hubby, this is for you. Main chick, main guy, situationship, this is for you. Capricorn. I'm going to be picking up on two energies, yours and theirs. Off rip, I'm seeing a tower. Posting a clarity, realization that this ain't going to work, or there's something here that you don't want to proceed forward with because of what? It's not in alignment with you, therefore you have to stop. Stop you dead in your tracks. My bad, let me get comfortable. Still shuffling, bear with me. Thank y'all for being patient. Capricorn couples, what do we need to know? Okay, they can actually love you, you love them. All right, stability, focus on stability. The connection is stable. Y'all are hoping it goes somewhere. The Empress, you have feelings for them, but you like them more than they like you, which could be a problem. Someone is having to hide their true feelings, and that's the problem. You were hoping this can go somewhere because this seemed like it was going to be stable. However, your partner seems to be distracted, or they hate the fact that you're distracted. They're moving on, or it could be travel long distance, or y'all could be far away from each other. The secret is your partner is a player, Capricorn. Back to how you feel. You like them because y'all look good together, and y'all do, but they have a third party. You ain't the only one. Physically, they need their sexual needs met, but they have feelings for you. This person is a player, though. You were dealing with a player. They want to experiment on your body. You need to be selfish in the situation to get what you really want. Or it's saying if you want this to work, you need to serve your person. Be willing to do what it takes to make the relationship work if you want this to work with their person. However, if they don't get their needs met, they're the type to go to the next option because they just want what they want. They're selfish. So if you're not willing to give, they don't want this. Whole vibes. You want to get slutted out or smutted out. They want you to do what they say. They're more controlling. You're more sexual. You're more sexually intrigued or invested, and they're more like controlled, dominance. It says one of you is doing too many fucking chores. That person better get laid now. I told you. Know what I tell you? Told you so. Let's pull a card for each sign. This is going to be for Capricorn, dealing with each sign all the way from Aries to Pisces. Capricorn, dealing with each sign all the way from Aries to Pisces. What do we need to know? Alright, if you're dealing with an Aries, they're shy. If you're dealing with a Taurus, they want to have sex. If you're dealing with a Gemini, they're romantic, but you don't like it. Capricorn, if you're dealing with a Cancer, they want to sweep you off your feet and be Captain Save a Hoe and you the hoe. If you're dealing with a Leo, they want to control you. They're obsessed. If you're dealing with a Virgo, they're doing something behind your back. Don't trust them. Capricorn, dealing with a Libra, they're watching pictures online or social media. If you're dealing with a Sagittarius, they're lying. They have someone else manipulating. If you're dealing with Sagittarius, look but don't touch, they're teasing you. If you're dealing with a Capricorn, same thing, look but don't touch, they're teasing you too. Page of Swords, Queen of Wands. But they actually care, they have a fiery, passionate connection. If you're dealing with an Aquarius, they're doing voodoo or magic, don't trust them. And if you're dealing with a Pisces, it's mutual. They want what you want, they own what you own. Let's get a scenario and an answer. If this resonated, like if you want me to pick up on your energy, comment. I choose to forgive. Blank will help me start the process. So someone wants your forgiveness. Or vice versa. What's going to help you start the forgiveness process? I choose to forgive. Learning, creating, or inventing something new will help me start the process. That's all I got for the sign of Capricorn. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.